Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 3 on Blood and Wine, part 51. Apparently I just finished building my estate, so it's completely done now. And I enjoyed a bit of wine on the terrace, and it was very enjoyable. But now I have to continue my work as a strong and independent witcher, which I will do right now, because apparently there is a lost knight. Or a woodcutter. I think it was a woodcutter. Literally just activated this quest. It's a woodcutter. My memory sometimes. My horse sometimes. I know you have a very comfortable stable now, Roach, but that's no reason to slack off.
Oh,
oh, it's a horse. Oh. That is actually quite a run. Why is this woodcutter cutting wood in such a far-off place? Seems a bit redundant. Hello?
Stay with me a bit longer, Lady Daphne.
Aww.
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
But if this is a lady, why did you put an X in this tree? That's not a good thing.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
Clearly not, because you asked me if I want to get my chops busted. You clearly know... And there I lost my voice. You clearly know it... Well, that throws me off, doesn't it? You clearly know about witchers. So then you'd also know that you can't bust a wizard's chops. This is going very well, isn't it? It's an excellent start.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Moholt, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt, but right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynxcrag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. 2nd edition. I meant it in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included.
Yeah, she was very thorough there, wasn't she? But, I mean, if this tree has been there for such a long time, wouldn't someone else have already chopped it down and noticed this? Or just chopped it down and not notice and not care? Because I feel like someone would.
Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
Chessboard knight? We know one of those.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. With me a bit longer, Lady Death.
I kind of like this guy. I don't know, just like him.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here.
So it's true?
Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
You know, when you kind of look at it from an angle, it does kind of look like a woman standing like you obviously can't see my hands right now, but just their hands in the air, sort of to the sides, like yeah, I can kind of see that actually. I kind of see that, and you can hear the crying. Oh my god, it's totally her.
Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
Okay. Do we talk to him again? I guess we do.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
Yep. Let's talk about my reward though, because I just got bled dry from buying this armor.
My help doesn't come free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter. No stench of coin about me.
Okay, but we're gonna try anyway. Let's try 15.
Agreed. I will pay as soon as the young mate is free.
Let's go then.
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hint, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
I feel like I've already read that book before, haven't I? Daphne's Wraith. Oh dear, it's a wraith again, of course. It can never just be an actual fairy tale, can it? Of course not. Not in the Witcher world. Well then, let's scale some crags. Can you scale crags? I feel like a crag sounds more like a something you would descend. Yeah, descend's the word. I am good at words today. Lovely place still though. Maybe I should do this while it's not dark. Huh. I know there's a lion there, but I mean, that gets me up
Not
a lot
attacking.
faster.
Doesn't mean it's not a threat, though.
Okay, well. This is just odd though. I am confused right now. Why isn't it attacking? Do I smell funny? Is that it? Up. Further up? There's also a cave though, but that's down. We're going further up. Alright, alright. I guess we've scaled the crack. Wait, I've been here!
A hut. The witches.
I was here ages ago. Ages ago. In one of the first episodes. And I remember saying, this is probably going to be for a quest or something. Now we find out what it's for. Oh.
Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around.
The door was also locked when I came around. Ooh. Thank you, witch.
Warm. Smells inconclusive. No idea what ingredients are in there.
Smells inconclusive? Is that a thing? On the transmutation of bodies. The transmutation of bodies is one of the most difficult tasks any mage can undertake. Indeed, only the true masters of the art have ever accomplished it. And even they have only perfected one of its forms, like a tree. This difficulty arises from psychophysical limitations, since a mage can only safely transform into an animal with which he is perfectly attuned. A famous example is that of Ulf Blackbeard, who dwelt for years in a cave with a bear in order to imbibe the life essence of that animal. What if the mountain lion we just saw is the witch transmuted into a mountain lion? Cougar, whichever. Right? That could be a thing. Sir Gareth and Miss Daphne loved each other so much it hurt. To win the approval of his future father-in-law, Gareth had to perform 7 challenges. The 7th was the hardest. Gareth had to go to Lynx Crag, find the witch who lives there, and convince her to lift the drought that plagued the whole land. Everyone, including Daphne, pleaded with Gareth to humble himself before the witch. You see, the witch from Lynx Crag was spiteful and headstrong, even for a witch, and only an act of true humility could break her icy heart. An act of true humility. I need to remember this. Gareth, however, had no intention of bending his knee before a witch. Instead, he planned to force her to lift the curse. Nobody knows what happened on Lynx Crag, but Gareth never returned to his beloved. What if the mountain lion is Gareth? Oh, and then they could still have a happily ever after, because then I could lift both curses. Right? Let's just roll with that. Daphne stood on top of a hill and looked for him day and night. Finally, she turned into a tree so that she may live to see the return of her knight. Such was the strength of her longing and the power of her love. Anyone who plunged his axe blade into that tree would see blood run from the wound. Folk started to avoid that place, leaving Daphne in peace to wait for Gareth. In time, all had forgotten about her. So I need to humble myself. Okay.
Liber Ivonis. Conclave of Mages banned this tome.
Oh dear. I then came to a place known as the Nath Valley, in a world known as Shagai. The mind of man cannot comprehend this land, where non-geometric space and blasphemous colors fly in the face of everything our eyes are accustomed to. In that instant, in the moment of my arrival, I teetered on the verge of madness. I shouted a noiseless cry and sweat bloody sweat when 2 suns rose above my head. I fell to my knees and prayed Zotakwa, not for salvation, but for a quick death. And then they came. This is like a Cthulhu of this world. I would not be surprised.
Bones ground into dust. A wall of spell enhancements, or trophies.
The kerchief!
Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer.
What archer would that be?
Branch of a grapevine. Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one.
Maybe that caused the drought.
Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I've guessed from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree, girl, do you?
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your Nan not tell them to you? Even I, the Witch of Link's Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
Okay, let's first ask what happened. I actually saw another set of notes on her, well, on the right here, but I couldn't read that, so I wonder what that said. I hope I still get to read it.
The Lady's Knight. You ever make it here?
Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
A tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
Wow, so he cheated on Daphne, who turned into a tree because she loved him so much. I'm not even gonna say I don't know how I feel about that. I know how I feel about that. That's what, this guy's scum. Just scum. Still think it's a tiger. Cougar. Mountain lion. Cat. Okay, so I'm going to say please, right?
What if I asked you nicely to lift the curse? Please.
Gareth met the fate he deserved. And what happened to his wench was not my fault.
Alright, so you didn't cast the curse. But could you help lift it?
I probably could. But why ever would I?
I'll humble myself. See, the thing is, I wonder if the notes on the right actually just explained how I could lift it myself, but right now I just don't know enough.
I'll humble myself, prostrate myself before you like the Gareth of the tale did. I beseech you to help me. Lift the curse that imprisoned Daphne in the tree.
When I saw you enter my heart, I thought, now there is a fellow who shall bend his neck for no one. Stand. None, not even I can restore to the lass the years she has lost, can erase the suffering she has endured. We cannot bring her back to life, but I shall tell you how you might let her depart in peace. Yet my aid shall have its price. A lock of your hair?
How can I know you won't use it to cast a spell on me?
I require this. I must, for with it I will cast a spell to conceal me from you for all time, and will use it for nothing else. You will nag me never again, and you've nothing to fear, I assure you. I always keep my word.
Okay. I guess, I mean, humbling, we're humbling.
I'll trust you against my better judgment. Lock of my hair's yours.
Geralt has a murder knife too.
Splendid.
What do I need to do?
You must convince the maiden her beloved yearned to return, but perished in the attempt. Take her silk kerchief and a fragment of Gareth's remains. His bones lie bleaching in the cave beneath this rock.
Got a bone of his already.
That was taken as a professional precaution. Good. Fire must consume the kerchief and remains. And remember, your heart, your intentions must be pure. Clear?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. And adieu. Once you walk out that door, never shall we meet again.
Wait! to read the note! Wow, I will never know what's on that note. Well, I guess I'll know for my next playthrough, but seriously. I don't believe it. It would have probably told me that that mountain lion was actually Gareth. I'm upset now. I hate when they do that. It might not have even been a red text, but I'm so sure it was. And I will never know. Or at least not until I do my Twitch stream playthrough. Probably gonna have to start with this quest now because I just need to know. I already... Oh yeah, I've already definitely explored this.
I'm not drunk.
You're pretty drunk, so you fall over. This guy too. Everyone's just drunk in this village. It's late at night. I mean, come on, it's nearly 3 AM and these people are still walking about. I should call my horse as I talk about this. Because I'm pretty drunk as well, doing this on foot. I wonder if I could lift the curse myself, if they would actually come back to life. But regardless, I'm gonna remember this, because now I do know how to lift the curse. I just don't have to give her a lock of hair next time. Oh.
So? You met the witch. You must have. What did you learn?
That witch? She's not near as bad as folks say. Made me bow and scrape, sure. But I know some sorceresses witchier than her.
Joyous bleeding news, but what about Daphne?
Well...
I can lift the curse, free her, by performing a ritual, making a sacrifice of her kerchief and Gareth's remains. But we gotta start at the right time. When the hour comes, I'll light 4 fires for the 4 winds, then begin the ritual.
Fires? Then I shall be of use to you after all. Seems you need wood. Much of it.
Chop as much as you can. I'll see to the rest.
The witch never talked about that. Adding my own flair to it.
I've chopped and stacked the wood. What now?
My turn. Gotta light fires and talk to the woman enchanted in the tree. No idea how this'll turn out, so just in case, stand at a distance. And if you see me draw my sword, run.
So, all of the time then?
Look your last to the world's 4 winds. From the south, not a word. From the east, no cry is heard. From the north, silence sighs.
Except when I set myself on fire.
From the west, peer hollow eyes. Cease your vigil, dead he lies. Hear me, you who hide beneath this bark. The day of your freedom has come. Behold a kerchief, proof of your love for another. Behold, a bone of he to whom you offered your love.
Gareth, my Gareth, he shall never return.
No, he won't.
Is his love for me gone? Did he stay true?
Oh Lord, what do I say to this? I'm gonna be honest with her, and she's going to get mad, she's going to turn into a wraith, and she's going to try and kill me, and I'm going to have to kill her. Oh, this will be fun.
Gareth broke his vow, failed to stay faithful.
Man is built of mud and filth, milady, and is like to blunder, we all are.
How cruel is the world to render conferring one's love so hard?
But what would the world be without love?
The time comes that I depart. I've waited too long. I've suffered too much. And now I wish to go.
Farewell, milady.
I thank you, stranger. And you, my knight. I thank you for speaking to me. For standing vigil at my feet.
I did not think it would end this way. I hoped we could revive her. But I guess it was not to be.
Aww. I would say no happily ever afters in life, because maybe he needs to be pulled down to earth. But I like that we're meeting a character who's unlike everyone else. This guy still has some faith. He still has some hope and some passion. I am not going to pull him down to earth. I like this guy.
We did all we could.
You did well. Here, your pay. And the book is yours as well.
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
So long, Witcher. I must think. Put this straight in my head.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got the bad ending there, and if I just read those notes or maybe just tried things myself, I could have revived her. I honestly think that. But I'm going to check that in my Twitch playthrough, I suppose. Sorry, Daphne. I'll see you guys in the next part.
You cut in front of me, sir.
Well, couldn't really give a crap.
You boor, you churl! I will not stand for this! Just you wait, I'll teach you some manners!
Go on, hit me.